Okay, we really need to have a chat about learning at work because, let's be honest, for years, the way we've been doing it has been, well, kind of broken. But we are right on the edge of a total revolution. And this isn't just about some fancy new software, it's about finally truly unlocking human potential.
No, seriously, just stop and think about that for a second. Every single process, every bit of hard-earned wisdom your company holds, right now, chances are it's stuck inside some static PDF or a dusty old webinar that, let's face it, nobody wants to watch. What if we could finally set all of that knowledge free? So, to really get where we're going, we have to take a quick look back. For decades, workplace training has pretty much been built on two main pillars that we all know and, well, we all know them.
Yep, documents and videos. These have been the bedrock for ages. And look, they're great for making sure everyone gets the same core message. But here's the rub. They all have the exact same fatal flaws. They're totally passive, it's a one-way street of information, and it's always one size fits all. And that's really where the problem begins.
And that right there is the crucial point. Don't get me wrong. These tools aren't just vanishing, and they probably shouldn't. They've got their place. But in the world we live in today, they just can't do the job all by themselves anymore. Not even close.
And this brings us to a real inflection point. The arrival of practical, useful AI is what completely changes the game. It lets us finally break free from those old, rigid, one-way models of learning.
You know, this just highlights a simple truth we've always known deep down. Everybody learns in their own way. Some of us are readers, some are watchers, others just want to listen. We've all got different schedules, different paces. A one-size-fits-all approach was never the best way to teach. It was just the only scalable way. Well, until now.
So, let's peek inside this new toolkit. And this isn't just some list of shiny new features. No, this is a genuine evolution in how we can engage with information itself, making it way more personal, way more accessible, and a whole lot more effective.
So the first big shift is just changing how we consume stuff. Imagine taking a super dense 50-page policy manual and turning it into a podcast summary you can listen to on your drive to work. Pretty cool, right? But here's where the magic really kicks in. The next step is making that audio interactive. You can literally pause it and ask a question for more detail. That's not just listening anymore, that's active learning.
And this might just be the biggest leap of all. Your entire knowledge base, every manual, every procedure, can become something you have a direct conversation with. No more fumbling around with keyword searches. You just ask your question in your own words, and you get the exact answer you need right away. And the speed of it all, it's just incredible. You can take one single document and just branch out. Need a slide deck for a team meeting? Done. A quick quiz to make sure everyone's on the same page? It's generated for you. A mind map for the visual thinkers on your team? Poof! All from that one original source. And all of this kind of builds up to what might be the most powerful tool in the whole box, a personalized digital learning assistant. Now, this is an AI that's been trained only on your company's approved, verified content. So it's safe, it's secure, and it gives answers that are actually relevant to a person's specific job. This is how you build trust in AI. You make it undeniably, practically useful.
Okay, so we've got all these cool new tools. But where does this all lead? What's the big picture? Well, it's not just about having better training. It's about a fundamental shift in our strategy, moving from just training people to building real, measurable capability.
And this quote it nails it. Yeah, the speed is impressive for sure, but that's really just a side benefit. The real transformation is what all that speed and flexibility allows us to do.
This is the heart of the whole thing. We're moving away from that old compliance mindset, where training was just about checking a box, to a new capability mindset. We're not just trying to prove that someone finished a course anymore. We're focused on building skills they can actually use to do their jobs better.
And here's the double win. When you give people AI tools that are genuinely helpful and safe to use every day, you close the learning gap because you're making them better at their jobs. But you also, at the exact same time, close the AI trust gap. They start to see the tech as a partner, as a helpful guide, not as something to be afraid of.
So what's the big takeaway here? When you boil it all down, it leads us to a really powerful, and I think kind of inspiring, final point about what learning is even for.
That's it. That's the whole principle. Real learning sport isn't about forcing people into some rigid, clunky system. It's about giving them flexible, personal tools that fit into their actual workdays, helping them solve problems right in the moment of need. And now with AI, we can finally do that for everyone.
So the opportunity here is just massive. We have the tools right now to build a more capable, more adaptive workforce than we've ever had before. If you're exploring how to make this a reality in your own organization, we'd love to chat. You can book a free discovery call with us over at our website, AIMLpartners.com. The question isn't about the tech anymore. It's about what we choose to build with it.